Hello, this is Amy and I'm going to show you how to make a little sunflower finger puppet. So he's cute. His head's a little bobbly because probably because it's so heavy, but he's a cutie. So what you're gonna need is your hook and a C-clip, and I have these beads. They're I believe they're 6mm. They're like the tinier beads. So you're gonna need some kind of like wire, really thin wire, thin crafting wire, or you can use some fishing line. That's what I have here to thread the bead through the band. So I have one done. I'll show you how to do this one when it's time. And you'll need probably some green bands for the body and the leaves, and you can use yellow for the petals or whatever color you want. Today I'm going to use orange and red to try to give it a little bit of a like a red sunflower look. Yay! Brown for the middle. This is caramel from Rainbow Loom Bands. So okay, and it's a hook only tutorial, so let's get started. Okay, so first off we're going to start with the head, and we're going to do a magic ring with 6 single crochet. So you got your magic ring, which you wrap a band around your hook for 3 loops on your hook, and then 6 single crochet through that magic circle. So there's 1, go back in, 2, go back in, 3, go back in your magic circle, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on your hook. Take your stitch marker, place it on the band that's on the hook, and our next row, which is our increase, the second row. So we're going to increase in every stitch around for a total of 12 single crochet. So we'll go in this first one here. There's 1, go in the same stitch, 2, go to the next stitch, 3, go in the same stitch, 4, go to your next stitch, 5, go in the same stitch, 6, go to the next stitch, 7, go in the same stitch, 8, go to the next stitch, 9, go in the same stitch, 10, go in the next stitch, 11, and same stitch, 12. Take your stitch marker, put it on the band that's on your hook, and this is what we have so far. Now your next one is a single crochet, so you have 12, and this is the eye row. So we're going to go in stitches 5 and 8 with the eyes. So I'm going to show you how to do your eyes real quick. And here's one already done. And my other eye here. Got it stuck in the bands. And you're going to grab your craft wire or fishing line or whatever you have available to use. Dental floss, and you're going to put your band around there like that. Then you're going to take your bead and put it through both ends, or put both ends through the bead, and then pull it onto your band just like that. Okay. And now we are going to incorporate those in this next row. So we're single crocheting all the way around, and in stitches 5 and 8 are where your eyes are going to go. So we have a single crochet in each stitch. So 1, next stitch, 2, next stitch, 3, next stitch, 4, and then this next stitch is an eye. So there's 5, 6, next stitch, 7, and the next one is an eye, that's 8, okay, next stitch, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. And put the stitch marker on the band that's on the hook. So far you have your eyes. And for rows 4, 5, and 6, you're going to do a single crochet all the way around for a total of 12. So you're going to go in each stitch around. So we're going to one time 12 stitches, and you're going to do that for rows 4, 5, and 6. And don't decrease for those of you who are trying to go ahead yet, because we have to put the mouth on and the stuffing. So, and then you decrease and fasten off after that. So, okie dokie. So go ahead and do those rows by yourself, 4, 5, and 6, and meet me back here. Okay, once you are done with 4, 5, and 6, this is how it should look. Okay, and Now we are going to add a mouth. So we want to grab a black band or whatever color you want to use. And we're going to pull it through. Let's see. Looks about right. Okay. Looks pretty happy. Okay. And pull another band through and fasten that off. Stick that back inside there. There's that. Now we're going to go ahead and decrease all the way around. So that's, oh, row 7. But first you want to take some stuffing or rubber bands, extra rubber bands, broken rubber bands, whatever you want, and stuff it in there. Cotton ball, whatever works. Then we're gonna decrease, and decreasing is grabbing this little front loop on the first stitch and grabbing the little front loop on the next stitch and pulling your rubber band through that. Same with the next 2 stitches. Grab the front loop here, grab the front loop there, single crochet, grab the front loop here, grab the front loop there, single crochet, front loop, single crochet. And at the end of this, you should have 6 stitches. Front loop here, front loop on the last one. You'll have 6 stitches. And now all we have to do is pull the stitch marker off and fasten it off. So we'll get the front loops of a couple of these around the middle here. Whatever you can get, about 4 of them, and we'll fasten it off. There we go. So right now his head looks pretty round. Okay, but when you're putting the petals on, it's gonna kind of flatten out a little bit, and that's okay. So, alright, now we're gonna teach you how to do the petals. So go ahead and grab your yellow bands or orange and red bands or whatever color you want your sunflower to be. And meet me back here and we'll get started on the petals. Okay, now we're going to do some flower petals. And we're going to single crochet around the head, like one little strip like around this right here, just around the middle of the head, just like this guy. And then we're going to increase around each stitch. So let's go ahead and get started. So you just turn them to the side, pick out something that, you know, is pretty much in the middle. We'll go here. Okay, maybe we'll go here. And I'm gonna do orange and red for mine. So I'm going to start out with orange. So there's one. Then you go in the next one up, wherever you can find in the head, to stitch on another, you know, just like regular crocheting. And the next, it's going to change the shape of your head. It's going to be a little more flat looking, and that's okay because it's still pretty cute that way. And we're just finding some bands to go through, trying to keep somewhat of a straight line. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. They are rubber bands, but try to be close. Yep, we're just going all the way around his head. Just finding any little bands to go through to the end. I typically try to get at least 2 bands on there, and then it's pretty straight. Oops. Get in there. Okay, and then the last one you want to go through, I always go through the same color that you're using for the petals or whatever. That way it's all matched up and nice. And check it out. Ta-da! This gives me a lot more ideas, which is fine, because the more you do, the more ideas you come up with. So, anyway, now we're going to do the increase all the way around, in every stitch all the way around. So we'll go into this next stitch here, and we'll take 2 single crochet in that stitch, and every stitch around. Okay, I'll show you a couple more times and then I'll let you finish that on your own. See? 2 more in this stitch. And 2 more in that stitch. Okay, so you're going to do that, repeat 2, 2, 2, increase all the way around, all the way to the end, and just hold on to it like this, and we will start with actually branching out the petals to look like this. So go ahead, pause your video, meet me back here to finish these little petals, and then we'll get started on the body after that. Okay, meet me back here. Alright, now it should look something like this. Okay, and now we're going to do each petal, which is 2 single crochet, turn, 2 single crochet, turn, and there we go. So we're gonna start doing that. Maximus. Okay, my dog decided he needed a drink. There, now he's done. Okay, so we have 1, and in the next stitch we'll have 2, and then we're going to turn, and then we're going to go 1 and 2, and that's row 2 for this. Now we're going to go to 3, and we're going to go, I'm going to use red now. 1, and then I'll put 2 in here. Ooh, I don't know if you've seen that or not. 2, so that was the third one. Okay, and then turning again, and we're going to do 2 more stitches, or 2 more single crochet rather. So 1, and then 2, and then that was the 4th. So now we're turning 1 more time, and we're gonna do 1 and 2. Then we're just gonna turn and fasten off. And yes, you're gonna have a ton of these little dudes to weave back in your little petal there. Okay, so there's another petal, and you're gonna do a ton of petals all the way around. Now it just looks silly. But then you're gonna go, I'm gonna show you a couple more times, and then I'll have you do the rest of the petals on your own. And then when you're done with all of your petals, because just wait till the end to tuck all these in, because it really doesn't matter. But I always wait till I'm done with all the petals, and then I tuck in all the crazy bands or whatever, or you can wrap them around or figure something out. So, all right, let's show you a couple more times. So those were 2. I'm gonna go in here, 1, and the next stitch, 2, and then turn, and 1. I'm gonna try putting in the same spot. 2, and then turn, 1, 2. I think I did something wrong. Ooh. Let's see this little. Oh, that's right. It just looks different to me somehow. Huh. Okay. And so what was that? 1, 2, 3. Alright, we'll use the red now. and then turn again. And there we go. That petal just looks goofy that way. So I'm going to leave it. Not all petals are the same, but I just wanted to see what it looked like if I stayed within that same stitch, but I do like this look better. There's the difference. So this one's a little thinner, and this one's a little wider because I went in a separate stitch. Always comes out with a different look, which is, it's good to know. Good to know. Okay, I'm going to show you one more. I'm going to keep continuing with the bigger petals because I don't want the thinner ones. But if you like the thinner one, you just keep putting it in the same stitch. If you like the thicker one, that's what's coming up here next. Or you can mix and match them. That's fine. Okay. So I did 2, and then I'm going to come back in for the second row. And instead of going in the same stitch, which is how I did with the thin one, I'm going to take, see how this is. I'm going to take this right here, if I can get it. Okay, and then I'm gonna put that in there. Alright, and then you're gonna turn for the third row. I'm gonna do red. I'm just kind of mixing them up, putting them in the separate stitches. Makes it wider looking. Alright, fourth row. I don't think, yeah. Okay, and fifth row. 1 and 2. Okay, and then I'm going to turn, put it in there, and fasten off. Okay, so that's the wider one, thinner, wider, all in your preference. So, go on to the next one. When you go on to the next one, see this is in the stitch here. Just go on to the very next stitch. I'll show you one more time, and then I'm gonna let you do the petals on your own. See, and then for the second one, and the third row, I'm going to put red in. And fourth row. Okay, and the 5th row. And we're fastening off. Oop. Okay, so there's a few petals there. Now I'm gonna let you do the rest on your own. Each petal is 2 single crochet, turn, 2 single crochet, turn, 2 single crochet, turn, 2 single crochet, turn, and 2 single crochet, fasten off. But remember, you put it in the same stitch, you're going to get a thinner petal. You put it in the, if you put it in one stitch and then you put it in the little, it's hard to explain, isn't it? But you see me do it a few times. Okay, now we are done with all these petals. Woo! Okay, so now when you get to your end, sometimes there is like, I don't know why I didn't finish that flower petal. Oh, I see why. Because this is in that one. Okay, here's the thing. If you have one stitch left, you can always take your hook and go in that stitch and do another petal and just add it to the same stitch that the other petal is on. So you can go 1, 2, and then do a petal. But this one I broke out even, so it worked out. But no matter what, you know, it's always going to work out, even if you only have the one stitch. I just didn't put this one in for whatever reason. I can do that later. But I was just showing you, like, let's say there's only this one stitch left here and this isn't here. And you can always incorporate it in this one so you don't have an empty gap, and just put it in this stitch too and add another petal in. So you're good to go. I don't have any gaps in this one in particular. I do in this one, and you can see it. So if you don't want the gap there, go ahead and do that. It might just overlap another petal, which is fine because, you know, realistically, sunflowers overlap the petals. So, but I'm not gonna go crazy and overlap a million petals, so I did it this way. So now we're going to work on the body right here, and it's actually really simple. It's one color, green or purple or whatever color you're doing your sunflower. You can make them like a rainbow, whatever. So I'm just going to take some green. I have like mixed camouflage pack here, and I don't want that. But yeah, I have a mixed camouflage pack here, and I want to use the green from it, and this is the perfect project because it's a smaller one. So we're gonna do that. Alright, so for the body, the first row is obviously a magic ring, and 6 single crochet in there. So you take a band, wrap it around your hook 3 times, single crochet in that magic ring 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Okay, and then you want your stitch marker. And in the next row, instead of just like a regular increase, which would be 12, my fingers are kind of small, so I did 9. But if you have big fingers, you know, you can do 12 around if you wanted to. So that would just be an increase all the way around if you want to do 12. But I'm going to do 9, so it's going to be a single crochet increase for a total of 9 stitches. So here we go for the next row. I have a single crochet, and in the next stitch we're going to do 2 single crochet, and 2, and in the next stitch we're doing 1, and the next stitch we're doing 2 single crochet, okay, in the next stitch we're doing 1 single crochet, and in the last stitch 2. So that'll amount to 9 stitches. Put your stitch marker on the band that's on your hook, and you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on your hook. So now you have 9. And then rows 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all single crochet, 9 stitches, and then you fasten off. So, yep, so you do 1, let's see, 1 single crochet in each stitch around. Next stitch, 1 single crochet. And this is the 3rd row. Single crochet in the 3rd stitch. Sorry, like my bands are still mixed up. I didn't separate them, so I'm like looking for the color that I need. So okay, so there's your last stitch. There's the 3rd row. Okay, so you want to do rows, I did the 3rd row for you. You want to do rows 4 through 9, single crochet in each stitch around, and then when we get back we'll fasten off, and I will see you back here in a minute. Go ahead and pause your video, make rows 4 through 9 single crochet all the way around, 9 stitches, and then when we get back we'll fasten off, and that is the body. Now we got to fasten off this body. There. Now it's fastened off. Now we're going to work on the leaves. And here's the leaves right here. Okay. So I already made 1, so I'm only going to do 1 for the tutorial, and you're going to want to make 2. So go ahead and do a magic ring. 3, wrap a band 3 times on your hook, Then you're going to do 6 single crochet. Get these over here more. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now instead of putting a stitch marker here, we don't have to. You can if you want to, but we're not going back to that spot. So we're gonna do 4 single crochet, right? So in 4 loops around, we're doing a single crochet. 1, next 2, next stitch, 3, and the last stitch there, we're doing 4. Okay, then we're going to turn it. See, I'm turning it. I'm going to go back into this one, and we're going to go for 3 single crochet back, 2 and 3. Okay, then we're going to turn it again, and we're going to go back in there and go for 2 single crochet. Okay, my hand's kind of away. There. Now we're going to go back through it again, or returning, going back through for 1 single crochet. 1. Then we're going to turn again. We're going to go through this little spot right here. Don't know why it's doing that. Right here. And if you can. And we're going to fasten it off. Bam. Fastened off. Ta-da! Go through here and put it in between your bands. Okay, and then we're going to go at the bottom here. We're going to put 2 bands on it to add it to the body here in a minute. Okay, so it looks like that. All right, now we're going to put everything together. Oh, we want to stick this in between all these bands too. You can put it up in there however. First we're going to add the head. I think it'll be easiest. There's the front. This is going to go around back here. And you're just gonna take some bands, whatever color you're using. I'm just gonna use some brown this time to attach it to the head. Whatever works for you. So there's a smiley face here. Flip them over. This is the bottom that I'm holding upside down. And we're going to attach him to the head. However you like. You can make him have a little bobble head or not. You can put them on there a little stronger, and whatever works for you. I'm gonna hide these bands up in the body, or the head rather, not the body. They're brown, so I want to hide them with the head. Stuff the stuffing back in there. So this guy can have a bobblehead if you want. Kind of cute with a bobblehead. Or you can just secure him a little bit more with some more bands. So, and you can keep securing them within the it's looking a little dark there to me. Within the let's see if I can there. I don't know. Yeah, you can keep going around and just put, you know, put it within the stitches around to make his head more secure. You can add another band if you feel like you need more. Then you add one like this. Make a little chain-like thing. Okay. And we're just gonna add around, make his head a little more secure, however you want to do it. Okay, and then when you're done, you can always stick it up in the head. Ooh, don't want to lose it. There, you can always stick the band up in the head and then go grab some other loops here right next to it. Grab another band, fasten them together there. Boy, I'm just pulling stuffing out of my little head now. Okay. There. There's his body. That's it. Okay, so now we'll put the leaves on. So you kind of want to figure out where you'd like them. Like this one shows up here. I have them about 1, 2, 3 bands down, roughly. So probably want to do about the same with this one. Roughly. I'm gonna go in here, grab that one, hopefully just that one, hold on to it, go back in, grab this little guy. Oops, I did not hold on to that one. And I'll let that one go in the process. So, woohoo! We're going to go inside and find them. So here's one. Hold your lead. And this one. I believe that's wrong. Or is it right? It might be right. We're going to do it again. I'm going to go in, grab that one. Oh my goodness. This literally shouldn't take me this long. but I keep messing up. Hold on to that band. And grab this one, holding on, got them both. So now I'm just gonna tie them together. You can make this inside out if you want to, if it makes it easier for you. Don't let those bands go. Tie them together. Okay, that's the back. That's the front. And there's a leaf. And I just pulled this out, but you can just tuck it back in there. Not a big deal. Now we're gonna do our other leaf on the other side. So I'll make them right there. There he is. There's no right or wrong way to put these leaves on. You know, you can even have them in like a staggered form. They don't have to be perfect because they're leaves. You know, they're not literally arms. But, so that's the cool part about them. And I always have them where like it's pointing inward, and like to me like that is like the back and like that's the front, but that's just me. It doesn't really matter because you can always flip-flop it around if you stretch them good enough. So here he is, the little sunflower dude. I'm gonna tuck that in later, but anyway, you get the idea. Here he is. His head's a little bobbly, and that's okay. You can always take it and attach it to a petal if you want to keep him from bobbling. I kind of like the bobble. I'm just saying. And there's the little sunflower guys. So hope you like this tutorial. Like, comment, share, whatever. Thank you for watching. I have some more videos to come up. I'm sorry it took such a long break, but you know how summer goes. So with that said, I have a little guy that I want to show you, because I don't know if he'll be my next tutorial or if some other little ones are going to be my next tutorial. I'm sorry if that's a bag sound. But this guy here, we all know who he is, itty bitty Chewbacca. So he's going to be in one of my next tutorials. Gonna give you a sneak peek of what we got going on here. And these guys I've been working on in the summer. Sorry about the wrapper sound. So here we go. These are gonna be in the next couple of videos here. So I might change her hair because I use a lot of bands doing it. So, but here are some. Can't fit it all on my camera. So there you have it. And my son wants to say hi. Go ahead.
Hi.
And bye. Thanks for watching.
And I got my own YouTube channel. It's called Walter's Minecraft Video.
Walter's Minecraft Video. Okay, bye everyone.